What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkshard of the YouTube Assassin, and we are ending the Taco Tuesday Trifecta with Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, we begin with Sobek, who is our normal mode god. Now, what does that mean? Of course, it means that you are able to start these battles at level 40, and whatever level that you are, Sobek will also be. So, if you have the other DLCs, you've got the ability to level up all the way to level 55, so Sobek will also be level 55 if you are that level. Anyway, at about 75, 50, and 25% of his health, he will have his minions pop out. You're able to knock them out, make sure you get them. They are tethered to his health, and in defeating them, you will be able to just weaken him as well. Now, as you go along, remember to stay away from the center where Sobek is, because you will take damage. Remember to stay away from that yellow line on the outskirts, because that is out of bounds for this arena. You are bound to this arena here. Alright? As you run around, also make sure you pick up those bags, because they actually give you a lot of extra arrows and whatnot that you'll need to stay in the fight, because the only way to defeat him is with arrows, so you're going to have to make sure that you use them. Now, you got to be careful for his hazards as well. Besides having his minions pop up, he will also have geysers of rocks come out of the ground. The arrow volley that you just saw, when that happens, make sure that you have your shield up and you're moving so that you don't get hurt. And then he also has a rock wall that he will throw at you. Now, again, you want to avoid all that stuff. Follow exactly what I said as you are circling around the arena, and just be careful. Keep getting him in the chest, that bubble. At around 10% health, he will give up. You will get 1000 XP, 250 drachma, and you will get a tier 1 god item. Now, I already have all the items, so I gain an extra 1000 XP. Next up, we have Anubis, and he is our hard mode god. Now, that means that as far as hard mode goes, he will be 3 levels than your highest level. So if you're level 40, he and his minions will be level 43. If you are level 55, as I am, he will be level 58, as will his minions. You want to follow the same rules that you did with Sobek. You just want to be careful for his kind of hazards. His attacks are actually pretty wild. He has that bone cage, which will trap you. And if you defeat any of his minions, as you can see, they turn into circles of shadow and flame. So you really want to get away from that. He'll also be able to shoot a couple of these jackals at you. They are also on fire, so you really want to be careful for that. And then the other thing that he'll do, he'll shoot a wall of fire and smoke at you. And of course, that's another thing you want to avoid. Continuously running around, making sure that you're avoiding all these things. Keep in mind, though, that the minions are susceptible to these hazards as well, as I'll show you right here. Look at that. He just got run over, and I should have just stayed right there. No, he was already dead. Look at that. Got killed by the hazards there. Anyway, as far as gear, you want to make sure that you've got some kind of gear that does damage over time. DOT weapons would be anything like anything that has poison on hit, or bleeding on hit. Those 2 items, once you hit him with it, they will drain his health. Alright, it'll be slow. Every few seconds it'll be like a couple of ticks of health, but every little bit actually helps. Now, the other thing that you want to do is, as far as your melee weapons, try to get the same kind of melee weapons when you're taking these guys out. The god weapons that I have actually do health on hit, health on crit, and the same with the bows. So those are all really useful items. Try to get them as soon as possible so that way you can take them out. The tier 1 items will work, of course. In defeating him, you will get a tier 2 item, and that's not all. You will also get 1000 XP, 250 drachma, and like I said, the tier 2 item, but being that I've already got it, I get another 1000 XP. I really feel that we should get way more than that, though. You know, he's a hard mode god. Anyway, in every major city, town, you will find the Nomads Bazaar, where Reda will sell you these carbon crystals. I always tell you never to buy them, because there are plenty of them out in the world, and you'll be able to get them. They kind of upgrade your gear. You could also purchase a Heka chest, which is a way of gambling. You may get a legendary item, you may get a epic item, which you could sell off to him if it's something you don't like or it's duplicated. Legendary items in this game are much, much better, so you really want to go for those. And every day at around 8 p.m. Eastern, Reda will give you a daily quest. In completing that daily quest, you have a chance of getting a Heka chest for free. Actually, it's guaranteed that he's going to give you one for free. This one, he wants us to find the missing worker, and we're coming out to this area here. Normally, there would be a bunch of enemies or creatures that would attack you, but it seems like in this case they aren't around, which is not bad. I'm not upset about that at all whatsoever. Anyway, after we get this, we return to him and we'll be able to claim our reward. So, quest complete, 1500 XP, and I got a legendary item, the shark fin. I actually have this already, so I'll sell it off to him. Also, tier 3, if you complete the community challenges, which we already have by the time this was filmed, you get a tier 3 god item, so make sure you collect that. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care.